Welcome to Mastery Engineering Made is Simple channel. Today going to discuss about structure of C++ program follows a standard format that organizes the code for readability and execute. Here a clear explanation useful for examination point of view. The basic structure of a C++ program is the first one is a documentation section contains the command explanations the program. The command lines is a double backslash. It is used to understand the code explanation, what is the concept, what's a program, what's the input, what's the output, who is the written of the code, who is the author of the code. These are the lines is the mentioned documentation section. Second one is a free processor directive section. Include the header files and the macros. These are the header files mentioned the using namespace like std. Most of the preprocessor directives, nearly 32 directives as. So third one is a global declaration section, global variable and function declarations. The example is given to int a equal to 10, b equal to 20. It's a global variable. You can able to access any part of the program or any methods. That is called as a global declaration section. It's like the global variable declaration function. Class definition section is an optional one. So define the class if using the oops concept. So class is a keyword, class name, public is access specifier, and method name. And to define a method, the example code cout. Within the cout double quote statements included that showing in that screen. Next one is the main function section. Entry the point of the program. Int main open bracket is a main method. It will called like functions name. Put the semicolon based on inside main method. It will execute the sequential order manner. Local declaration section. The variable declared inside the main int sum. The local variable declaration, it's like if you are using the only specified program or a specified method, inside the method only can able to declare and access the variable. It contain the variable value is locally. If suppose a global variable can able to access the global entire program, but locally can able to access the variable values in the local declaration section. Executable statement. The executable statement contain to call the method or pass the parameters and to call the reference variable, see out ca in statements. So lot of statement is there, few statements only the example given to the screen. This screen is a sum equal to a plus b semicolon and c out to print the sum the value. This is an example for executable statement. Return statement is a end of the program. Example in the C++ code, return 0. When will use the return statement? If suppose the return type is specified, for example void is a non-return data type, no need to put the return type. Return no need to mention inside the program. But if suppose you have to give the integer double long, that the that data type is that method have locally processed some mathematical operations or returned some value, that the purpose only how to mentioned that or specified that the return data type, then only used for the return statement. Complete programs header section. This is a documentation section. Next to the free processor directives and global variable declaration, main function. These are the lines is mentioned in the screen. The whole structure of the C++ programs. What are the content required to one executable programs? Here mentioned documentation, free processor directives, and namespace, and global variable, and main method only. Here global declaration, main method, local declaration, and executable statement, print statement, and a return type specified in that document structure of C++ program. Summary of exam point of view: documentation, free process directives, global declaration, class definition, main function, local variable, executable statement, a written statement. These are the statements are required to structure of the C++ code. Just a summary of the. This is especially for part B questions in that Anna University examination point of view. Typical program structure: documentation section optional. Inside the command line slash or slash asterisk closing slash asterisk, they describe the program purpose, author, and creation. Deletion help to other understand the code. The preprocessor directives linker section like beginning with hash, so include the external libraries or define the concept before the compiling the code. Example: hash include iostream.h using the input output object seen and cout. Namespace directives, namespace decoration, sorry, namespace declaration specify the namespace to use to the word name collisions. Example: using the namespace std allow you to standard library component with prefixing them with std scope resolution operator. Global declaration section: when the variable, constant, or function prototypes, so declare the outside any function making the accessible through the entire program. Main function: int main function bracket is a mandatory in the entire entry point where the program execute begins. Every C++ program must have exactly one main function body contained with curly braces, open curly, close curly. This is where the logic and executable statement are written. Each and every curly braces opened, the specified based on the opening curly braces need to close the. If suppose open the that curly braces to indicate the body of the statements. Return statement typically return 0, which is a signal to the operating system that the program execute the successfully. User defined function sections contain the actual definitions of any function declaration entirely need by the program. So sample code documentation section, program directories and namespace declaration, global declaration section, and the main function section, return type and all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel and click over the bell symbol also for notification for further